Hello everybody, my name is Fearless and welcome to another Saltfest episode. Now, what is a Saltfest episode? It's the series where salty people message me and I go over it. That's pretty much it. We only have 2 videos so far. Honestly, don't even remember the killers in those videos. I have no idea. But here we have 2 people this time, 2 salty people, both survivors as usual. I've gotten 1 salty killer before. That's it. Just 1. Other than that, it's always been survivors every time. Because the game is survivor-sided, so when you lose, you're just like, I'm so embarrassed. How do I lose the survivor-sided game? You know what I mean? And now, I am a survivor main, okay? And I can fully say this game is survivor-sided. They nerf every gen regression, well, not every, but they nerf the most popular gen regression perks, like Pain Res, Pop, Grim Embrace, and then they buff Weaving Spiders so hard. Like, if all 4 of the survivors run it and go in the basement, it takes like maybe 10 seconds. And that's a brand new part in every gen in 10 seconds. It's ridiculous. And then they add the Bardic Inspiration perk, which gives you 90 seconds of just increased skill check percentages. Like, what's the point of Fast Track? Like, when someone gets hooked, you get 3 stacks of Fast Track. Each stack is 1% when you hit a great skill check. If you have Bardic Inspiration and roll 20, which is unlikely, but if you roll 20, that's 3% for great skill checks. Just 90 seconds of that. So what's the point of Fast Track anymore, right? Now, obviously, it's unlikely you'll roll 20, but you can still roll an 11 to 19 and get a 2%, which is still just as good, you know? Anyways, I'm getting off track here. We have the first Salty Survivor. It is a Kate Denson. And we're going to watch this match all the way through, look at their messages, and then we're going to watch the second match through and look at their messages. It's not the full match. I cut it up a little bit, just the main parts that I wanted to go over. So here we go. I hit him when he downs me. I hit him when he hits me with the pallet. I go to hook him. The hook behind me is breakdown from the guy that I hooked previously. I was going to this, and then he saboed. And I was like, okay, I'm going to drop. And then at this point, I just decided to slug the Kate because I was really having a bad day. Like, I was just not in the mood for sabos, or I just wanted to play. You know what I mean? And I just wasn't in the mood. So I just slugged this guy until he was dead. And here's how it played out. Got picked up, I downed him. Got picked up again, and I downed him. And then eventually he bleeds out. And boom. This is the second match. We'll go over this later. But let's get on to that guy's messages, shall we? Alright. The definition of a trash killer. So trash, got mad after 1 pallet slam. Now, he only stunned me with 1 pallet the whole game, which is the one he died on. So that's the pallet he's referring to. First of all, why would I get mad about getting stunned when I literally have Spirit Fury and Enduring? Number 2, I downed him at the pallet either way. So even if he didn't stun me, like, it wouldn't have mattered. I still got the down. So why would I be mad about that? I have 2 perks that I literally need to get pallet stunned for, and I downed him on top of that. So I literally got a free down and a free pallet for Spirit Fury. So I don't really know what this guy's talking about. Go down here. He said, "Shiz sad." It's actually sad that you're messaging a stranger over a game, because it is. Like, I will fully admit this. I have messaged people in the past because I was mad, but that's when I was like on my. Those were the PS3 days. Like, that was back when I had a PS3. Whoa, it was wild. Like 2014, 2015. That's how long ago it was. That's, yeah, I know, it's crazy. But I don't do it anymore. Only people message me first. And I said, and I don't even remember you stunning me at all with a pallet, which was kind of a lie. I remembered him stunning me, but I didn't think he was talking about that pallet because I downed him at it. But then when I looked back, he didn't stun me with any other pallets, and I was like, okay, he's talking about this pallet. Kind of weird, because I literally downed him at it, so why would he be mad about it? I mean, why would he be saying that I'm mad about it, you know? And then I said I was slugging because I can. Like, I was just not in the mood that day, and I really didn't want to deal with it. So, that's what I said. And then I said that's what I thought, because he didn't message back in, like, even, like, 40 seconds. So I was just like, eh, that's what I thought. But then I kept going on, because, like, again, that day I was just not having it. I was extremely mad that he was saying all this shit already. I said, if you can't handle losing at a game, then don't play the video game. Like, if you can't handle losing at a video game, then don't play the video game. Truer words have not been spoken you know? I'm like Moses. I don't know what Moses did. I said very simple logic. He said, got pallet slammed, then go sad about that he had to camp a downed person and let them do 4 gens. First of all, pallet slammed. I have enduring. I don't care. Second of all, how's that sad? Apparently, I go sad about. I don't know what that means, but it must be a different language. And yeah, I camped a down person. I'll admit that. Who cares? I'll play exactly how I want to because you guys are playing in a gen rush way. Like, you're playing in a gen-oriented way, so I'm going to play in a slugging way, you know? Like, there really is no difference between those two things. He said the definition of sad. I said, what are you talking about, bud? I don't care about pallets. I have Spirit Fury Enduring. And it's actually sad that you're messaging me over a video game. Like, me slugging is not sad. You messaging me about it is sad. I said, move on to the next game, champ. And that was the end. Now, the second guy, holy crap, he is a different story entirely. He would not let the conversation end. So, let's get to that. Alright, here's the second game. This is during the end game. I hook him. And, I hit him on hook because why not, you know? Like, we'll get to that later. Actually, I was about to say something. We'll discuss that later. But, I hit him on hook because I wanted to. Like, it wasn't because I was mad or because I was being toxic. I just wanted to hit him on hook because I felt like it, you know? And, I was camping because what else are you going to do in the end game, you know? I'm not just going to go across the map and let him, you know, win. Let him get on hook. So yeah, I'm slugging. Camping, sorry. Camping. And then I see these guys, I'm like, okay, maybe I can get a chainsaw. I'm like, oh, no, I can't make it. Might as well just, the little teabag, I don't really care. And then that guy dies. And, that's it. That's the end of the match. All right. Good game, man. Just curious. You got to camp and tunnel for all your wins? Now, when I saw good game, man, I was like, oh, okay, he's chill. He's chill. But then I saw the part where he was like, oh, you have to camp and tunnel for your wins. Oh, okay, he's salty. And then I said, what do you expect me to do when I have 1 hook and there's 2 gens left? Right? Because what am I going to do? Actually, why are you even complaining? I can't do anything else during the end game. I'm not just going to leave you and let them unhook you. Because what he's talking about is, I tunneled a person previously. I had 1 hook and there was 2 gens left. He was the only person I hooked, so I went for him and tunneled him out and camped him. Because what else am I going to do? I'm not just going to leave him, go after someone who's probably better than him, because I knew that guy was bad at the game also. I didn't know how good the other 3 were because I haven't seen them in the whole match. So I went for him, you know? Not going to waste that opportunity. He said, I didn't put you in that situation. You having no skill did, and you hit us on the hook. Don't act like you ain't toxic. Now, hitting on hook, not toxic, okay? I know. It's crazy to think about that, but in my personal opinion, it is not toxic to hit someone on the hook. In fact, toxicity, like, it's a video game. Video games are created for fun. There is no toxicity. People trash talk and shit, that's fine. Toxicity is like hitting someone in real life for no reason, that's toxic. Hitting someone in a video game, that's not toxic. Is it negatively affecting you? No, it's really not at the end of the day. And also, you don't lose pips anymore. Like, you don't lose pips. You're not losing anything for losing the match. Like, you don't lose a pip. The only thing you can gain is a pip. The only thing you can lose is really nothing. Like, you're not losing anything at all. So there really is no reason to get mad at this game anymore. I said, hitting on hook is not toxic. It's a video game. I guess you don't know what toxicity is. And then I said, this is like this right here really blows my mind. You still got all the gens done, so you had a good match, right? All 5 gens were done, him helping them, right? And that made him get to the end game. Sure, he didn't escape, but he still got all 5 gens done and made it to the end game. Like, is that not good enough for you? You don't need to win every match. You still did a good job, right? I said, there really is no reason for you to be complaining. He said, what is toxic to you then? and you tunneled out another survivor, not just me. Now notice how he said not just me. So he's talking about himself being tunneled as well. I said I didn't tunnel you, buddy, because I hooked him during the end game. How am I supposed to tunnel someone who's only been hooked once? Like, I hooked him once and he died on hook. Okay, what about the other survivor? I already told you the reason. Now, if you remember, the reason is I had one hook and there was 2 gens left. That's why I tunneled. I already told him that, but apparently he doesn't know how to read. So it's okay to tunnel another survivor if you don't have the skill to catch the others. Now, honestly, I don't know what he's talking about, because I didn't even see the others that match. I only saw that guy. I literally only saw that first guy that I tunneled out. I never even saw another person until after that guy was already dead. So I really don't know what he's talking about. I said, what are you talking about, of course. I already told you I had one hook at 2 gens. Obviously, I'm going to go for the person I already hooked once, as opposed to going for everyone else who's 0 strikes when there's 2 gens left. Like, 2 gens, that is so easy to do. You just got to pop that shit. It's easy, man. Yes, because you did not have the skill to catch us. That's what I just said. Like, and then I said, that's not what that means at all. Because it's not. Just because I'm not going for you doesn't mean I don't have the skill to catch you. I'm not going for you because the other guy has a hook stage. You know what I mean? Like, people need to learn how to read, man. You know what I mean? Why would I go for people with 0 strikes when I could go for the person that already has 1 strike? You know? I can tell you've never played killer before. 1 hook at 2 gens is your fault. You could not catch us. Again, I don't know why he keeps saying you could not catch us. I didn't start a chase with any of them until the other guy was already dead. And guess what? When I started the chase with that Claire, I immediately downed him. So I don't really know what he's talking about. I did not have an opportunity to catch you because you gen rushed. Yes, they gen rushed so hard. I did not show it all, but by the time I found someone, a gen was already popped. Like, it took me that long to find them because I spawned in like the center of the map, so they could have been literally anywhere, and I just got unlucky with where I went first. I went towards Killer Shack, no one was there. Gen popped. Then I finally see this guy. I start chasing him. Another gen pops because they were on different gens. Like, I'm assuming 2 were on Killer Shack, 1 was on someone else, another one, you know? By the time I down this guy, another gen pops. I put him on the hook, and, like, I'd say, like, 20 seconds after I leave the hook, another gen pops, and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go back and tunnel because I really want to secure a kill this game. That's what I did. I said, why are you acting so oblivious? Because he's not understanding what I'm saying. He's acting like he doesn't even know how the game works. If you played a single match of killer in your entire life, you would know how hard it is to win at this level of MMR. Because you would. I played a lot of killer, and you know what it's called when you go after someone who's already been unhooked? On the hook? Tunneling. Now, I don't know why this guy's telling me what tunneling is. I know what tunneling is. And I actively told him that I tunneled the first guy, but he's not getting it through his little brain. Have you not been listening? I have not tunneled you because he kept saying that I was tunneling, and I'm like, okay, is he talking about himself? Because I didn't tunnel him, but why would he be messaging me and not the guy that I tunneled, right? So I was just like, okay, he must be talking about himself, so I have not tunneled him. I hope, it says I hope. I use speech to text when I message people, so it sometimes changes the words. I hooked you during the end game, and you gave up on hook. So I can't tunnel if it's your first hook. I do play killer. I play Nimis and Xeno. I'm sure you do, buddy. You tunneled the other survivor. And the other guy is the other guy messaging me? No, he's not. Right? The other guy's not messaging me because I tunneled him. And he was on PlayStation too. Then he sent me this screenshot. Now, if you can't tell, this guy only has 5 killers. No. Sorry, I can't count. This guy only has 6 killers prestiged. The other 6 are Prestige 0. And the highest Prestige he has is Prestige 3. You can tell just from these killers here that he does not play Killer a lot. So his MMR with Killer is lower than his MMR with Survivor because they're separate. So his MMR with Survivor is really high, so he was able to get in my MMR match. But when he plays Killer, he obviously has low MMR because of the low Prestiges. So he gets in matches with worse survivors, so it's not as hard for him as it is for me when we play killer. You know? I said, you're getting mad over a game because you cannot handle losing one match. Tell it how it is. Thank you, I got what I wanted. I just wanted to hear you say you had to tunnel us, and you could still not win. Now, I don't know what he's talking about, because I never said that. I never said that at all. And then I said, I didn't tunnel you, but okay. The other survivor, not me. It's okay. I got what I wanted. I won't message anymore. And then I said, you said us. Like, he said us. He said you had to tunnel us. I tunneled one person, no one else. So I don't know why he's saying us. That's why I just assumed he's talking about himself again. And I said, I already told you I did not tunnel that guy. No, I'm sorry. I said, and I already told you I tunneled that guy because I had to. Okay, 1 tunnel, 2, 3. It don't matter how many, you still had to resort to tunneling and still lost. I said I did not lose, but sure, bud. Now, I had 8 hooks at the end of this game. Some people consider that a loss. I consider that a win. If I get above 6, that's a win because my MMR is so bad. Like, I'm clearly boosted. I get survivors that are way above my MMR level. I had 4 Prestige 100s earlier today, and I haven't played Bubba at all. Like, that was my first match of Bubba coming back, and I had 4 Prestige 100s. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So if I get 6 or more hooks, that's a win for me. The way you determine your wins is probably different from mine. Like Ots Darva, if he gets 3 or more kills, that's a win. That's how it is for most people. But for me, if I get 6 or more hooks, I'm not going for kills, I'm going for hooks. If I get 6 or more hooks, that's a win. If you don't agree, that's completely up to you. You can discuss it in the comments below. But for me, that's what a win is. Also, I'll be making a video about this. I don't know why I told him this. That's just making me seem like a dumbass. But I told him anyways. That's my mistake. Just wanted to let you know. And I said, GG, well played. He said, K. Now, look at the time we start at. 10:32. We go all the way to the top. We're at 10:32. Like, literally, half an hour later, he's still messaging me. Anyways, as usual, the moral of the story is don't be like these people. The first guy was not nearly as bad as the second guy. The first guy was probably just mad that I slugged him. The other guy had no reason to be mad. I hooked him during the end game. He got all 5 gens done. He had no reason to be mad at all. The first guy, I can understand why he would be mad because I slugged him for the entire game. But then again, that's why you bring perks like Soul Guard, Unbreakable, Exponential. There's so many things you can bring. Of course, it's very situational, so you're probably not going to bring the perk, but it's not my fault that you don't bring a certain perk. That's your own fault. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed this episode of Salt Fest, tune in next time because, oh boy, I have been getting salt on Rainbow Six Siege. Sadly, I deleted the groups. But I think I still have one. So we have another Salt Fest coming soon, maybe. Maybe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Check me out on Twitch, link below. Join my Discord server if you feel like it, link below. And goodbye.